Let's make mini cheesecakes for my husband's birthday. So I was in Gateway and I saw these vanilla cookie sandwiches. So I decided I'm going to use those for my base and then I'm going to scrape out the middle and try to use it for a topping. So I just broke them open. I'm going to scrape out the middles and then I'm just going to grind them up in my immersion blender cup there. And foreshadowing, I'm not going to use the filling. So far into this recipe, we're at $2.25 for the box of the vanilla cookies. My husband's not a huge fan of graham crackers, so this is them all ground up. And then I added a little less than quarter cup of margarine, and I'm just going to use these silicone cupcakes and put them down in each one. I try to doctor up the filling to make it taste good, and this just tastes like sugar and sadness. I'm not going to use this. So I just divided it up among the 24, the filling there, and I just tap it down with that little wooden mallet. I use it for smashing garlic, but it also works great for making cheesecake. Just so the crust comes up a little bit to make sort of like an indent for the filling. So the bases cost $2.44 altogether. So then for the filling, I'm going to do 2 blocks of cream cheese from that Kraft offer, so $1.94. I'm going to use what's left of this sour cream. It was 47 cents, so 13 cents for what's left. A half a cup of sugar, that works to be 9 cents. The vanilla was a freebie from my aunt, and then I have 2 eggs from our chickens. I'm just going to mix this up in the same immersion blender and then split the filling amongst the 24 cupcakes. The bases had been cooked for 5 minutes at a 350 oven, and then I just pop them out. When I pop them out, I smush them back down again with that, and then I'm going to divide my filling up amongst the cupcakes and bake for, I think it ended up being 18 minutes those went in for. In total now in ingredients, we're up to $4.60. You could just eat them like this, but I really wanted to have a topping. Because that vanilla was just horrible, the inside of those cookies, I decided to break out some of these Feastables that I got at Gateway, and I just melted them down with a little bit of margarine, and after I cooled them, I drizzled the melted chocolate on top. The 3 chocolate bars were $1.36 with tax, and then that comes to $5.96 for everything. I then topped these with 1 package of raspberries I picked up yesterday. As you can see, that one in the middle, my daughter claimed because I put 5 raspberries on it. So yeah, 1 pack of raspberries was $1.97. So that brings my total for the 24 up to $7.93 or 33 cents each. These were so good, such a hit, and really cost effective to make them yourself, and of course delicious. Full recipe in the caption.